always love when there's like a little gap in between the ab in the shorts. Feeling strong, feeling good. When I feel like this, I want to work out every day or like do something active every day. But then I'm also at my strongest, so I'd want to do my PRs and try and do personal records. But then because I've worked out every day, I'll be fatigued from the day before. But then having a day off makes me feel like, oh, I just really want to do something. Feeling so good. What I'm trying to say is don't expect miracles, because I did a workout yesterday as I just couldn't bear having a day at home, and I feel like strong. It's not that I need the rest days. I'll take the rest days when I need them. So the last 3 weeks where I haven't filmed anything, where I haven't been motivated, you guys probably haven't noticed because I'm still trying to post, but I've been going to the gym 2-3 times a week as opposed to 3 to 4, just because I couldn't be bothered. And I felt tired as well. I wasn't recuperating and all this stuff. But yeah, now I feel like, yes, let's get it. If I'm going to do weighted pull-ups, they are always at the beginning of my workout, straight after my warm-up. Here are 2 reps of 15 kilograms, which I do 4 times. Then it's 5 single reps of the big boy. I need thinking time. That's 20 kilograms. I'm currently doing 5 sets of 1 rep each. This, I think, was the 4th or 5th one, and so very messy, but I promise you they've got much neater. It's just that I didn't film because I needed to concentrate. Oh, these Gymshark shorts, honestly, you always need to pull them down. Right, grab the 4 kilogram dumbbell, place at the bottom of my legs, so my feet essentially, to make these hanging L sits much harder. I've been doing these for a while. I started off with 3 kilograms. In this video, it was my first time trying with 4. Obviously, my legs are not completely straight, but I do have perfect form when I don't have weights, so you guys should allow me that because obviously I'm still training, but I'm very happy with these. I do 7 or 8, and then without a break, legs a bit wobbly, and do some toes to bar, as many as I can before I feel I'm bending my knees way too much. I stop for literally a few seconds just to show you guys the calluses. I'm so proud of my little calluses, just ripping that little bit of skin off because it's all flappy. The whole point of these ab exercises though is to do them with minimal rest in between, so I alternate from 4 kilogram hanging L raises and toes to bar with literally 10 seconds in between, so I really fatigue those abs. And when I think I'm swinging a bit too much, I go down to the regression where you just tuck up your knees, and this I think was my 3rd or 4th set of 7 or 8. I'm not quite sure, like I said, because it was all a blur trying to do it all quickly, but that's how my ab part of my routine looks like. On to using the TRX, I elevate my legs using the box and I complete 8 reps of 4 sets of these. The key to them is to keep the back completely neutral, so not concave or convex, and obviously as you get more tired it's harder to do so, but that's the whole point of the exercise, and then you just die at the end. My gym routine always involves a lot of climbing. I've kept all of this in. I love to climb trees when I'm out in nature, and the gym is no different. And with calisthenics, I guess it's very similar to monkeys training, you know, upper body. Anyway, single bar dips. I do 7 to 8 of these, and then a slow negative muscle up, very, very controlled. I freeze on the hardest point so my body can get used to my wrists being on that position over the bar. And then for maximum endurance, I do 5 pull-ups straight away as I descend from the bar. And we do 3 rounds of this, so 3 sets with about 1 to 2 minutes break in between. Such a good one for calisthenics endurance, and you'll feel so good when you've completed that. I kept another set with another climb in, just filmed on a different angle. I don't know why, I find it so funny. Even if you were tall, you'd still have to somehow climb over the bar unless you're super strong and can muscle up, but yeah, I'm getting there. Anyway, back to the 2nd or 3rd set. I think this was the last set because if I remember correctly, I only managed 1 pull-up. When you're doing these endurance exercises in the middle of your other exercises in your gym routine, it's especially difficult to keep up that endurance, and especially the pull-ups at the end. So yeah, 1 pull-up and then I'm out. Alright, I promise this is the last time you'll see me jump up the monkey bars. Yeah, never stops making me smile, but anyway. And here I sort of have given up, so I just hang to stretch the body, hold this L-sit at the top of the bar, and then gradually descend and make my way closer and closer to the floor. Not without a cheeky hold though. Now I wanted to give you a realistic look at a typical gym day for me, and the truth is it is a mixture of designated exercises and then random exercises that I do when I should be resting or when I want to try something out because it's fun and playtime. Like the rings, they just happen to be at the perfect height, so I thought, hey, let's do a few dips and L-sits just because they're fun. Back to my routine. I promise you the exercises with this big silver Swiss ball are part of the routine, even though it looks like I'm playing. Now, this one that you're seeing is perfect for your straight handstand drills. What you want to do is stack your hips over your shoulders like I am attempting to do. I feel I'm quite controlled, even though the Swiss ball gives that element of instability to work your muscles further, so I'm quite happy with that. And then I make it even harder by doing elevated pike push-ups on the Swiss ball. Now this is my first time doing it, so I understand that I'm not going deep enough with the actual pike push-up, but we all have to start from somewhere, and I want to show you that I'm not an expert at every single thing I do. And it also has to be noted that this is around the end of my workout, so I'm super tired at this point. Look at my face. With the warm-up and the fact that you haven't seen every single set, I've just shown you one set each to show you the variety of exercises that I have in this gym routine. I was in the gym for around 1 hour 45 minutes, so almost 2 hours, but I also feel that's because I was trying to film and making sure that I wasn't getting too many people in the background. Anyway, at the end of my workout, I tend to just play by hanging, maybe trying to hang on one arm, changing arms, changing position. I might throw a cheeky little pull-up there, you never know. And this just allows me to stretch those muscles and tendons that have been worked hard throughout the workout, and is a pleasant, stress-free way to finish my time at the gym. I've been doing handstands on parallettes in the park for a couple of months now, but this is the first time that I've managed to hold a 30-second handstand with so many different leg positions and changing positions during the 30-second hold. So I'm very proud of this, even if it doesn't look that cool because of the silly angle that I'm filming at. I go from this stag pose to a straight leg handstand all the way to a split handstand and back twice, almost like I'm doing reps. This is the second time ever I try that cool walking upside down slash swimming slash moonwalk type of handstand that I really want to get complete. And then I have fast forwarded all of these. These are about 30-second handstands where I'm trying to increase that spine flexibility in the scorpion pose or with one leg riding over my head. It's harder than it looks. I managed to get a cool upside down walking one, yay! Some may argue I'm still sort of doing hybrid because I am going on deliberate walks, even though they're not runs anymore. That doesn't mean that I've completely given up on running. I still love it, but just for this period of my life I want to focus on my calisthenics goals. As I'm not a keen cyclist, I've decided to reduce my load by not running during the weeks. I am normally getting around 12,000 to 15,000 steps a day, but I've deliberately gone out on a walk to nowhere just to up my steps, even though I'm already doing like 12,000. So this is adding an additional 20,000. Like when I do those walking challenges, I've just added loads more steps, and I can feel my legs like taking it. And every time I go on the tube, I make sure I don't take the lift down the underground. I go down the stairs and go up the stairs, always walk on an escalator. Just doing tiny little micro changes like that is really helpful and quite unnoticeable. Starting my workout off with the weighted dips. I do all the weighted stuff at the beginning, like I said, and the camera conveniently moves. But anyway, I do 8 reps of 10 kilogram dips, and I do this for 5 sets. This is the second or third set. I think I filmed twice because I was worried that you couldn't quite see. With the weighted dips, I ensure that my elbows go to at least 90 degrees when I do the negative movement. And then when I go up and do the positive concentric part of the movement, I sometimes jut my hips forward as I'm getting more tired. So here I maintain form. And I think when it gets to about the fourth or fifth rep, my hips tend to jut forward and I have to correct my form at the top of the dip again. And when I do that way too much, then I know it's time to stop. I had the brilliant idea of also doing weighted single bar dips, but I didn't think about how I was going to get over the bar with the weight. So I tried the barbell and then I was like, oh, I'm not going to jump over. I think I need a bit of help. Luckily, I always have friends at the gym to lend me a helping hand. So this time I get over the bar and then it's my friend that hands me the barbell so that I can hold it and complete my single bar dips. Of course, they're so much more challenging holding the weight. I'm like, what? But that's just because I'm not used to doing single bar dips with a weight. I can perform my slow, controlled negative muscle up quite easily with the weight, to my surprise. And then I decide to hang around on the bar whilst still holding the weight between my legs to get a better feel of how it feels to add an extra 5 kilograms to me hanging on the bar. I try a pull-up. Obviously, I do weighted pull-ups anyway, but I don't hold on the bar with a weight for a substantial amount of time, so I just wanted to see how it felt. Obligatory hanging on the bar like clothes on a washing line. And then I do a controlled descent down. So all in all, I think I did 5 to 6 weighted 5 kilogram single bar dips over the bar and a bit of play in between the sets where I should have been resting. But you should know me by now. I can't sit still. Next, I did a drill where I do some toes to bar and then I jump directly into army pull-ups. So that's what you can see on the right, pull-ups from side to side. And then when I went back for my second set, I couldn't quite do the toes to bar completely. So I do a mixture of toes to bar and an L-sit hang. And I try these one arm L-sits, but oof, almost lose my grip there. And finally, to finish off, I do some isolations with the dumbbells. So I've got these 10 kilogram dumbbells here doing some bicep curls, 8 reps for 3 sets. I do a superset where I alternate from doing these bicep curls to picking up the 6 kilogram dumbbells and doing these flies for 8 reps and 3 sets. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao!